In a problem like this, basically, what I would do is the first thing is whenever we're having negative radicals, I would always rewrite this using I. So I'd have 2 plus, if you guys remember, we can simplify square root of negative 4 as 4 times negative 1 times negative 1 plus 9 times negative 1. Okay? And the reason why I do that is because now I can take the square root of 4, and we represent the square root of negative 1 as I. So therefore, I have 2 plus square root of 4 is 2. Square root of negative 1, we use I, times negative 1 plus 3I. Now, I can simply just use FOIL, or I could use the box method, whatever you're comfortable with. Or if you start getting really comfortable with this stuff, you can start multiplying in your head. But just remember, ladies and gentlemen, unless it's a difference in two squares, you have to multiply first, outer, inner, last. Right? You got to multiply each term by each term. So 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. 2 times 3i is going to be 6i. 2i times negative 1 is negative 2i. And 2i times 3i is going to be a positive 6i squared. Remember, I squared is negative 1. Negative 1 times 6 is going to be a negative 6. So I have negative 2. 6i minus 2i is going to give you a positive 4i. And then that's minus 6. Anybody have any questions on where I did from here? Yes? Oh, yes? I did 2i times negative 1. Well, because do you agree with me that 4 times negative 1 is the same thing as square root of negative 4? Because the thing is, square root of negative 4 says what number multiplied by itself gives you negative 4. Well, there's no number in our real number system. Because 2 times 2 gives you 4. Negative 2 times negative 2 gives you 4. Well, negative 2 times 2 gives you negative 4, but those aren't exactly the same. So there is no number in the real number system for the square root of negative 4. But if we factor out the negative 1, then we can take the square root of positive 4, which is 2. And then what we talked about last class period is the square root of negative 1 we rewrite as I, which is our imaginary unit. Yes?
So why wouldn't you combine?
I'm not done yet. I was just wondering if anybody had any questions so far yet. So now, yes, exactly. We're going to combine. And we always want to write the imaginary unit at the end. So negative 2 minus 6 is going to be a negative 8 plus 4i would be our final answer.